like Mamdani to win.
Mamdani is a gift for him.
Ahead of the midterms, he wants Mamdani to win, 100%.
Yes.
He's not a fan of, I can attest, he's not a fan of yours. Donald Trump is not.
You don't mean that personally. Melissa is exactly right. He wants Mamdani. 2 reasons. One, going into the midterms, he will take a picture of Mamdani, run around the country and say, here's what happened to the Democrats. They are now communists. They hate the police. They legalize prostitution, legalize drugs. They want to elect this Democrat. No experience whatsoever. Being mayor of New York would be his first real job. Okay?
And that'll send the national troops in because of the crime rate.
Second move, it's good for Donald Trump because it's the excuse he needs to take over New York, which he said he will do. He said, if they elect this person, then I, Donald Trump, am going to have to step in, take over New York to protect the good people of New York. Stark choice between me and Mr. Mamdani. You know, it's apples and oranges. We couldn't be more different. I'm a mainstream Democrat. He's a fringe Democrat. He's in favor of defunding the police. I want to add 5,000 police. He's vilifying business. I want to work with business. He wants to raise taxes. I want to cut taxes. He has virtually no management experience in government of any kind. He's a 2-term assemblyman, passed 3 bills. I've been a governor, HUD secretary, etc. So it's a very stark difference for voters.
The name is Mamdani. M-A-M-D-A-N-I. You should learn how to say it.
Experience matters, and I think inexperience is dangerous in this case. Mr. Mamdani has had a staff of 5 people. You're now going to run a staff of 300,000.
He never says his last name right, by the way.
He's never dealt with the city council. He's never dealt with the Congress. He's never dealt with the state legislature. He's never negotiated with the union. He's never built anything.
Mr. Mamdani. To Mr. Cuomo, I have never had to resign in disgrace. I have never cut Medicaid. I have never stolen hundreds of millions of dollars from the MTA. I have never hounded the 13 women who credibly accused me of sexual harassment. I have never sued for their gynecological records, and I have never done those things because I am not you, Mr. Cuomo. And furthermore, the name is Mamdani. M-A-M-D-A-N-I. You should learn how to say it because we got to get it right. The name is Mamdani. M-A-M-D-A-N-I. You should learn how to say it.
Why would you keep a citizenship in Uganda, which is a country that outlaws the LGBTQ community? You are a citizen of Uganda, running for mayor. Why wouldn't you say, I am going to give up my citizenship because I will not be the citizen of a country that would kill gay people?
Andrew Cuomo walked into an afternoon press conference loaded for bear, pouncing on a newly surfaced picture posted by Uganda Deputy Prime Minister Rebecca Kadaga. The photo and another one that includes Zohran Mamdani's dad were taken as the Queen's Assemblyman was flying home from a summer wedding at his family's home in Kampala.
It would be a total act of hypocrisy to be a citizen of a country that abuses LGBTQ people.
Team Mamdani did not address the Uganda officials' years-long anti-gay crusade, but went right for the jugular. Andrew Cuomo is holding press conferences about Zohran's citizenship because, unlike Zohran, he has nothing real to offer New Yorkers. No vision, no plan, no solutions, said Mamdani's press secretary. This is the same Cuomo who ran the Vote for Cuomo Not the Homo campaign and refused to stand with the LGBTQ community when it counted. He doesn't get to posture as an ally now. Republican Curtis Sliwa called the photo, quote, a bad look. On the one hand, he defended Mamdani.
Nobody would accuse Zohran Mamdani of being homophobic or anti-gay or lesbian or transgender.
But then he questioned his opponent's continuing ties to the country.
I would think the right thing to do would be sell your property. The government there has clearly made its choice. They don't want gays and lesbians.
The so-called Picturegate overshadowed Mamdani's attempt to show New Yorkers just how much they could save if all of his affordability measures were actually enacted.
So there's a duality between what he presents here in New York as the advocate of the working man and woman struggling to pay rent and the life of a mansion boy in Uganda living in $1 million mansion with armed guards.
Former Governor Andrew Cuomo has a new nickname for Democratic mayoral nominee Zohran Mamdani.
He's a champagne socialist, is what they call him in the Times of India. We've dealt with what they call limousine liberals. Remember limousine liberals? Well, this is a champagne socialist.
He believes Mamdani is selling one story to New Yorkers.
He plays one role in New York, struggling person living in a rent-stabilized apartment. He's a mansion boy, son of millionaires. He's a democratic socialist. I'm a Democrat. Well, what is the difference there? And it is night and day. What's really happening is there's a civil war within the Democratic Party going on. And the Democratic Party is looking for its identity. And there are two factions. You have the Democratic Socialists, and then you have the Democrats, right? I'm a Democrat. My father was a Democrat. I worked for Bill Clinton. He is a Democratic Socialist. He is not a Democrat, right? He called President Obama evil and a liar. He did not support Kamala Harris against Trump because she wasn't progressive enough. They have a very extreme view that they're pursuing, which is different than the Democratic Party.
How do you describe a democratic socialist?
A democratic socialist has a much more extreme platform. They're socialist in terms of economic policy.
Meaning
they believe government should control the means of production. There should be no private ownership of property.
Isn't that communism more when the government owns everything?
Well, that's why President Trump calls him a communist, but he calls himself a socialist. But just take that. No private ownership of property, right? So the dream of home ownership, you couldn't own your own home.
Well, are you calling him a communist? Because I think what his message that resoundingly resonated with young voters was the issue of affordability. I mean, that outranks crime, that outranks housing, it outranks jobs, because this is the most expensive city to live in the world. So when you're talking about democratic socialism, are you calling him a communist? Because it seems to me that his platform was about affordability.
No, I don't call him a communist. I said President Trump refers to him as a communist. A democratic socialist would be a socialist.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as you've seen, Andrew Cuomo has been on a spree targeting Mamdani. He has criticized many of his policies, calling them communist. According to him, Zohran Mamdani is a fake socialist or a champagne socialist. This is because he claims that he lives an opulent lifestyle. He has a huge palatial home in Kampala, Uganda, with multiple security guards, employees, and a lush surrounding. He also has multiple vehicles and other luxuries, according to him. Thus, he says that he is misleading the working class and does not really speak for them. He also claims that Zohran Mamdani has allegiance to the Republic of Uganda, which is a nation that has stringent measures when it comes to the LGBTQ community. So he may be trying to appeal to the LGBTQ community to shun Mamdani because of his allegiance to the Republic of Uganda. And also he claims that if Mamdani goes ahead to win the New York mayoral elections, that Donald J. Trump and the federal government will have a bigger incentive to take over the city of New York and rule it according to their own terms. So, ladies and gentlemen, that has been it. Andrew Cuomo, in a few recent days, has been going ahead to speak about Zohran Mamdani. And as you've seen, Zohran Mamdani has also responded to these major blows that is coming from the opposing side. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll hope to see you in the next video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and comment. Cheers and peace.